I'm so lost without you. No, you're right. Been leaving for so long.
That's what we're feeling right now, folks.
Feeling
Energized. Nidoran
Damn it.
girl.
Son of a bitch. Time to kick the shit out of it.
We didn't want her. She sucks.
Gust.
Actually, is there an advantage to having the Nido King versus Nido Queen?
It's two different Pokemon, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they are. But I mean, like, is there technically a advantage to it, tactician-wise?
I don't believe so.
Is
Look it
one
Look
is
up
one better?
Look up your moves.
In the big book?
Yeah.
Ooh, first time busting out
the big book of Pokemon.
Let me go through the Pokemon book.
The big old book of Pokemon.
Ah, yes, the old.
You serious? You serious, Clark?
That's quite frequent. I like the original Pikachu.
Oh, Fat Chew.
Fat Chew. I loved him. Or her.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu lost some weight throughout the years.
Really did. Let's see here. Ah, here they are. Nido Queen versus Nido King. Oh yeah, that's the difference. So, she is super strong in health, has pretty balanced attack defense, weak special defense, and decent special attack. He has... Holy shit.
Is he just an attack king?
Well, he has better attack... I'm sorry, no. He has just as good attack, but his defense is higher than hers. Yeah, his defense is higher. He has special... Yeah, wow, damn, he's overall way better. It's not even close.
That's probably why Twitch Plays Pokemon chose him as one of their final guys to go with.
I guess, but Poison wasn't very good in the original, like...
No, they wanted to get rid of it, but obviously, you know how things go when they're trying to make a decision.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean, like, just in general, though, that the, I'm actually not referring to that. I'm saying Poison as a type isn't very good in the original.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I'm next to Nido Queen and Nidoran and all that stuff. Numbers 27 and 28, Sandshrew and Sandslash. God,
you hated those.
I'm not gonna lie. My final team was a hodgepodge. Like my original final team was a hodgepodge of guys that you would not think. Like I picked them based on love. I did. I had a team. I had a Blastoise.
It's the worst way to choose anything based on love.
I had a Blastoise, a Pidgeot, a Sandslash. I had a... I'm trying to remember now. I know I had a Poliwrath. I had a Poliwrath, as I loved him. Loved my Poliwrath so much. Other than that, I'm trying to think about who else I had. Oh, I had a Dugong. I had a Dugong.
Really?
I did. It's a... Because I...
You had a Dugong?
I know I had... I had a Dugong, and then... I don't... Was that 5 or 6? I think that was 5.
And your fucking bug.
Butterfree?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I brought Butterfree with me to the end on the original. I think I did, but I don't know. It's a tough call. Tough call. I'm going through the book right now, flipping through, saying like who did I have? But oh, by the way, not gonna lie to you, somebody who is way better now or way better than I thought he was. I always went with Hitmonchan over Hitmonchan when you had the choice. Hitmonchan is baller, but like he looks stupid, but his moves, like he has fire, ice, thunder, and fighting.
Oh yeah.
I mean
type coverage like crazy.
He has type coverage, and like he just goes, "Hey, what fist do you want today?" It's like, oh, okay.
I'm getting close, Brian. I take one hit and I'm taking him out.
If you get critted, dude, you might not survive. Okay, yeah, it's what are you doing? If you get critted, you're done, dude. Good job. You should probably switch.
I'm done.
But I don't know. I didn't have very good type coverage originally. I was like, that's 3 water types if you were listening.
Oh, I had... Gosh, who did I have going through? I don't even remember what before I went back and started going for like legendaries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who was on my team at all.
Ooh, I think might have had. Did I have Snorlax? I don't know.
Hey, look at that guy.
Probably not. Hey, there's the boy. We were looking for him. No, I'm just going through the book here, and it always kind of blew my mind. The last page was like a couple pages was like the big deal, but the last page was the big deal. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, second to last Articuno,"
Yeah,
but the last pages here was Zapdos, Moltres, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, and Mewtwo. And I remember looking at those ones, and I was like, "Whoa!" It blew my mind.
They existed.
Yeah, like because
couldn't add in the old Articuno to that list, could you?
Well, I got them all, like not all 150, but I got I got a lot of them back in the day. Then my original file got wiped by my brother, and it was the saddest moment of my entire life when and I had it for like probably this is 5 years after the game, like because what would happen is people are like, well, Brian, how'd you play through it so many times? I'll tell you what I did. I tested battery lives, and I would turn the game on, start a new file, never save it though. And I would play through as far as I could get until the battery died. And then the battery would die, and then so on and so on. But my brother was constantly restarting his game. Not always, but he restarted a few times. And so I would get to play there. Plus, when I got Yellow, I restarted Yellow again and again and again and again and again because Yellow was the same game, but I didn't care because it wasn't my Blue.
Right.
Mike actually still has his original file. Did I tell you about that?
On Red or Yellow?
Red. Like, he has his original Red file, which has a level 100 everybody because he rare candy glitched it. So he would battle me and my team who had never touched a rare candy, and so
except for maybe legit ones.
No,
you didn't use rare candy.
I didn't know what they did until I found out later, and then I was like, oh, and then it became a point of pride against Mike that I didn't use any.
I mean, there's a difference between the legit ones.
No,
and
I understand, but I didn't know what they did at the time. And I'm just saying, like, when him and I would play, it was always like this thing, like, I'm like, huh, your team's all hopped up on steroids. Well, mine is, steroids weren't even a thing back then. But you know what I mean?
I guess they were.
They weren't as people weren't as vocal.
It wasn't in the media yet.
No, but it was. I mean, they were a thing, but they weren't as vocal. But anyway, at any rate, the point is, he would come in, and his favorite guys to use were he had his Mewtwo, obviously, which was like the guy to beat. If I could beat the level 100 Mewtwo, it was doing good. But my hero was my Blastoise. He was like level 89, I believe, but he was just. Every time I threw him out, I felt like I truly was the Pokemon master. I was like, Blastoise, my starting Pokemon, and I would never throw him until the very end. He was the last one I would throw every game. So like no matter what the strategy, didn't matter. Blastoise was last. He earned the spot. So whenever I threw him out, it was like, it's clobbering time.
See, I was pretty proud because when I went through and played it, I eventually got the lineup that I used all the time, and I don't even remember who it was completely, but like I know it was legendary Layton,
Oh sure,
like crazy.
I said mine were picked by love, not by stats.
Mine was legendary Layton. It was like I had Blastoise, Mewtwo, Articuno, Dragon. What's the very last one? Dragonite. Is that
Dragonite?
Dragonite.
So you literally picked like the best team.
I went for a fucking awesome team. But I never caught Moltres. Never did.
Really?
Never saw him.
Where was Moltres?
I don't remember. I don't remember. And
Moltres is the one guy. You're right. Like because Articuno, we know where he is. Seafoam Island. And then we know where Zapdos is at the power plant.
Yeah.
Moltres was in the on the island there, wasn't he?
Cinnabar Island, wasn't
he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I never had Moltres, because when I went to catch him,
catch him.
when I went to go catch him, I missed, and I did not think about saving beforehand.
Oh, and you screwed it, and then you saved afterward.
Yeah, but everybody else,
you thought about it.
No, I caught everybody else. I never did it. I never saved beforehand. I just went right up to him and was like, "Oh my god, I better get this. I got one chance at it," and that was it. And I caught everybody except for fucking Moltres.
On my original file, I don't think I ever, either I didn't catch him, or I did and I never used him with Mewtwo. I don't think I ever did with the original.
You never used Mewtwo?
Oh god, no. He was cheating. he was cheating my book. I had a self-made.
Sucks.
Well, I had a self-made code of ethics when I was a kid when it came to Pokemon, where I was like, look, I love this Pokemon. Like I look at him and go, you know what? This dude and I have been through the
oh, thank God.
Like,
I can win it.
Like my Sandshrew, we've been through some shit together. You know what I mean? And he was the guy. I'm like,
Pidgeot. I know for a fact that fucker was in my final team.
yeah, my Pidgeot was on mine too.
Everybody had that fucker.
Of course. But anyway, the point is, like, I would look at all my guys and be like, there's a story behind when I met this dude and we fought together. And then when my brother actually beat the game before I did. That's true. We were on a trip to Colorado, and we had brought Pokemon with us, and he literally yells to me, "Brian, I'm the champ," and I'm like, "What? No, I just got the no." Like I wasn't even close. Like I hadn't even made it through Victory Road,
right?
And he had beaten the game, and he goes, "What? You're not even there?" I'm like, "No, I'm just trying to get through it and learn and blah blah blah." Point is that when he got Mewtwo, and he became this daunting figure. Because when we would battle, he had Mewtwo, and more specifically, Rare Candy Mewtwo.
Yeah.
So level 100 Mewtwo.
How did he figure out the Rare Candy glitch?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
And how did you figure it out?
I never used it, so I don't know.
Well, okay, the duping glitch. I mean, how did you ever hear about it?
I heard it maybe at school. I don't know. You gotta switch this, dude.
Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well. Time for old shit kicker to come in.
At any rate, though,
Raditz uses flamethrower.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So anyway, to wrap the story up, basically, he threw out this huge, daunting monster, like this thing that was like it was larger than life. Mewtwo was. So Mewtwo level 100 comes out, and I threw every Pokemon I had at him, one after another, because just for fun he would never change, except for sometimes he uses Kingler, which that's a side story.
Right.
Point is,
Kingler was the guillotine.
He would sit there with level 100 Kingler and just use guillotine over and over again until it hit.
Which is funny because it doesn't even fucking matter that he's level 100.
Right.
Except I guess for his health, so he can
that's the point.
But he can only use it 5 times.
Right. But anyway, the point is that when I would beat Mewtwo, like it wasn't often, it was not, but when I did, it was this triumphant moment where it was like I knew I was gonna lose the rest of the match because I was like my last guy, but fuck you, Mewtwo.